Hello and welcome to this masterclass on how to create an epic lead magnet. I have taken a sample from our signature course, Teaching Mastery Academy, and given it to you in the form of a masterclass today. So let's get started. Remember that what we post on Instagram or social media is only just part of the puzzle. We need to ensure that we are beginning to nurture and really encourage our audience to connect with us on our own platform. And the best way to do that is through email because we own that platform. Social media or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, whatever it is, they have no control over that. So if anything happens to your social media accounts, you know that that email list is safe. So what we need to do is really ensure that we're able to create some really powerful lead magnets that start to nurture that email list. Remember, that offering a lead magnet, which is in essence your free content, is giving your audience a taste of what they can expect in your paid courses. So you want to ensure that the lead magnets that you create are absolutely perfect. They are high quality, they are valuable, and they are something that your audience will use, like the entryway between the public forum and then coming into your world, letting your audience come into your universe, come into the experience that you're offering with your paid content. And they do that through the gates. And the gates are the lead magnets. Come in, see what I've got to offer, get to know me with my free content. And then from there, you can grow and nurture those leads. So the lead magnets need to be absolutely top quality, perfect. Solving your audience's biggest problems is a really key objective to creating a powerful lead magnet. And you might think that maybe you should save that content for your paid courses. But really, you want to ensure that what you're offering your audience is highly valuable for them right from the get-go. Remember this, knowledge is power, right? And as teachers, it's not about what we know, but it's about how we teach it. And that starts with a powerful lead magnet. So if you want to really catapult yourself and be seen as the go-to in your niche, the expert that everybody is talking about when it comes to solving the specific problem that you solve, then you want to ensure that you have got a loyal audience of loyal students who are wanting to learn from you, wanting to come back to you time and time again. They'll buy your first course, they'll buy your second course, and so on and so forth. So knowledge, sharing that knowledge in a powerful way. And it's not just about blurting out a whole lot of knowledge through a great big long email or a great big long blog post, but it's the way that we impart our knowledge, which is what I'm going to teach you. This is what is coming straight from Teaching Mastery Academy, which I'm going to teach you today, is how do we impart our knowledge in a way that our students and our audience will understand and resonate with? Because teaching is a skill. You have got so much knowledge and so much support and help that you want to give your audience. I can see all of that. So it's managing that, it's working out a way that we can impart that knowledge to your audience in a way that will really capture their attention, because what you have to give is so valuable. Your voice needs to be heard. So what are some examples of really successful lead magnets? And there are many formats that work depending on what best serves your audience and aligns with your strengths. But here are some examples to include, and you may have already done some of these, but you may have yet to try some of them. Ebooks. You could do a short, impactful guide that provides insights or solutions on a specific topic. You could look at a checklist, which are easy to use, actionable lists that help your audience solve a problem quickly. Then there's templates, done-for-you resources like lesson plans or marketing templates that save your audience time and effort. Webinars, free training sessions that offer value while giving a taste of your teaching style. Or quizzes, engaging interactive content that offers a personalized solution and segments your audience for future offers. Now remember that not all lead magnets are created equal. To truly captivate your audience and get them excited to take the next step with you, your lead magnet needs to be more than just a free offer. It needs to be strategic and impactful. And when we talk about being strategic and impactful, there's many ways to do this, but I've refined them down to 3 key ways. The first way is high value. It needs to solve a specific pain point. Your lead magnet should provide immediate value by solving a clear and specific problem your audience is facing. This isn't just about giving something away for free. It's about offering something that your audience needs right now. When your lead magnet is highly relevant to your audience's pain point, It shows them that you understand their challenges and can help them overcome these hurdles. So for example, if you're a course creator, this could be a quick course planning checklist that helps them organize their content quickly and efficiently, which is solving the pain point of feeling overwhelmed at the start of the course creation. Remember at the start, we talked about solving pain points, and that question about whether or not the solving of the pain point should wait until they enter into your paid course. And the answer to that is no. Start now. Start with a lead magnet. Solve a pain point for your audience right now with a lead magnet so that they feel that they've really made or started to make that connection with you. Give them something that they can use to solve a problem right now. The second key element is be specific. So you need to target a narrow aspect of their problem. The more specific your lead magnet is, the more powerful it will be. Instead of trying to solve everything at once, in other words, give them a completely broad outline of your course, focus on a narrow slice of your audience's problem. This not only makes it easier for them to engage, but also gives them a quick win, which builds confidence and trust. And also, because you're keeping it specific, you also leave room for them to need your further help down the track. For example, instead of offering a general guide to teaching if you're a teacher, you might offer a 5-step template for creating engaging lesson plans. This is narrowly focused and provides an actionable solution to a common teaching challenge. Remember, one problem, one lead magnet. Niche it down, get really specific. Don't worry if you feel like you're not being able to cover everything that your course is going to be teaching, because as we talked about previously, variety. You might do one lead magnet to solve this problem. You might do a second lead magnet to solve another problem, and so on and so forth, giving your audience little tastes, little snippets of the wider course that you want to promote. And the third key element is it has to be actionable. So provide clear steps or insights that your audience can apply immediately. Remember, your lead magnet should be instantly useful. Whether it's a checklist, a template, or a quick tutorial, it should empower your audience to take action and feel like they're making progress. The more tangible the result, the more likely that your audience is to see you as the expert that they can trust. So, for example, a template for crafting a perfect course introduction provides a clear, actionable outcome that helps your audience feel accomplished as soon as they use it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Give me some examples of some great lead magnets that are using these elements. Don't worry, I've got you. So you can look at a template. And once again, I'm using the teachers as an example. And here I've got a 10-minute lesson plan builder, which helps teachers or course creators organize their content efficiently. Or you can look at a cheat sheet, how to structure your first webinar, which provides a clear step-by-step guide to organizing and running a successful webinar. You might do an interactive quiz, and the example I've got is student engagement quiz. How engaging are your lessons? Which is an interactive quiz that identifies where teachers can improve their lesson engagement strategies. Or you could do a downloadable template. And the teacher example I've got is a 30-day social media content calendar for educators, which offers pre-planned content ideas to boost online engagement. Can you see how I've really niched down and I've gone straight for the educators, straight for the teachers? So think about your niche and how you can apply some of these strategies to your niche. These are just giving you ideas, giving you suggestions of how you can really personalize your content. Okay, so we need to identify your audience's pain points, because to create a truly effective lead magnet, you need to know exactly what your audience is struggling with, right? Understanding their pain points is the key to offering value that they simply can't resist. When you solve a small but specific problem for them, it opens the door to building trust and ultimately leads to bigger conversions. So the easiest way to understand your audience's pain points comes down to one word: research. And I've got a few simple but highly effective strategies you can use in your own research when you are beginning to define and discover what your audience's pain points are. Are you ready? Here they are. Surveys and polls. Asking audience directly, whether through email or social media or even a pop-up on your website. You can gather valuable insights by asking questions like, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to your niche? Or what would make your area of expertise easier for you? Surveys allow your audience to tell you in their own words what they're struggling with, which helps you create lead magnets that really hit the mark. Also, think about social media listening. Your audience is already telling you what they need, you just have to listen. Take time to explore your niche's Facebook groups, Instagram comments, LinkedIn discussions, and other social platforms. Pay attention to recurring questions or common frustrations. This can give you instant insight into what's on their minds. Think about forums and online communities. Platforms like Reddit, Quora, and niche-specific forums are gold mines for understanding what your target audience is talking about. Look for threads where people are discussing challenges related to your topic. This is often where you'll find the real pain points that people may not even express elsewhere. And finally, direct feedback. If you've already worked with students or customers, use their feedback. Reviews, testimonials, and emails often reveal what they were struggling with before they found you. These insights can help you create lead magnets that address those obstacles and showcase how you can help others in a similar position. Remember, you don't need to solve every problem that your audience has with a lead magnet. In fact, it's better if you don't. Focus on solving just one small specific problem that they are facing right now. Because remember, this allows you to build trust by delivering quick results for them. It shows that you understand their challenges and are there to help them. And it positions you as an expert that they'll want to turn to when they're ready for a more comprehensive solution, like, for example, your paid courses. Remember that by solving one problem for your audience, you're creating that natural bridge that will take them over to your larger offers down the track. They'll associate your brand with the results, and it will be naturally front of mind when they are ready. So take a moment to think about your ideal audience. What are they struggling with? Where are they feeling stuck? Now, write down 3 specific pain points they face that you could solve with a lead magnet. Think of the challenges they experience daily or frequently. What small solution could you offer that would make a noticeable difference in their lives? We'll build on these pain points later as we dive into creating your lead magnet. Not all lead magnets are equal, and depending on your audience, some lead magnets will work better than others. The key is to choose a format that resonates with your ideal students and offers them something quick, actionable, and valuable. Let's explore some of the most effective lead magnet types you can use to attract and nurture your audience. Number 1, cheat sheets or checklists. Quick, actionable steps. Cheat sheets and checklists are perfect for those who want fast, easy to digest solutions. They are often step-by-step guides that simplify a process and give your audience a quick win. They work because they offer instant clarity and structure. For example, 10 steps to structuring an engaging lesson is a simple checklist that helps educators quickly build lesson plans that captivate students. It's fast, actionable, and offers immediate value to course creators or teachers who struggle with lesson planning, for example. And remember, who doesn't love a good checklist? Whether we're going on holiday or we're going to the supermarket, we all use checklists on almost a daily basis. And they're really easy to put together. So I highly recommend thinking about adding a checklist to your repertoire of lead magnets. Number 2, templates, done for you resources. I love a good template. They're extremely popular because they save your audience time and effort. They give people a framework to build on, eliminating the overwhelm of starting from scratch. Whether it's a course planning template or a lesson plan structure, these resources allow your audience to hit the ground running. For example, a course planning template, which is a template that allows course creators to organize their ideas and map out their content. It removes the complexity of planning a course from scratch and gives them a professional structure to work with. Number 3, webinars or workshops. The free training session. Webinars are powerful lead magnets because they allow you to be able to interact with your audience, and your audience can get to know you in a way that they couldn't through just a download PDF or resource. It allows you to showcase your expertise and gives your audience a taste of what it would be like to learn from you. Webinars or workshops are perfect for building rapport and trust. For example, how to create engaging lessons could be a free workshop that a teacher could do that walks participants through strategies to improve their student engagement. Number 4 are quizzes, interactive lead magnets that segment your audience. Quizzes are fun, engaging, and offer an interactive experience for your audience. They also have the added benefit of helping you segment your audience based on their quiz results, allowing you to tailor your follow-up emails and offers based on their specific needs. Quizzes work particularly well because people love personalized solutions. So, for example, you could do a "What type of course creator are you?" which could be an interactive quiz that helps course creators discover their unique teaching style. This type of quiz not only engages users, but also gives you insight into their preferences, making it easier to market to them effectively. Now, I know a lot of people get hung up on the technology around interactive quizzes, but there are so many interactive and easy to work out or easy to learn platforms out there on the internet that you can, take advantage of and use. And even just something as simple and humble as a Google Work Doc. The Google suite of docs has a quiz ability in it, which is interactive. So you can embed those into your lead magnets where you can embed them into your course. And they're really easy to use. Number 5 is mini ebooks, bite-sized solutions to a specific problem. Many ebooks provide a deeper dive into a specific issue, but they're still short and focused enough to maintain your audience's attention. They allow you to offer rich content that educates your audience and solves a problem. Because of their perceived value, ebooks are great for building authority in your niche. For example, the ultimate guide to designing your first course, a mini ebook that walks readers through the process of developing their first course online. It offers more detailed content than a checklist, for example, giving your audience enough value to trust your expertise and be eager to learn more from you. Now, my only advice when you're looking at doing ebooks, because the temptation with an ebook is to make it look really big and really long and look at all the pages I've got in my ebook. But if you're just filling it with generalized information, it's going to lose the value. So when you're doing an ebook, you've got to make sure that every page in that ebook is valuable and is offering your audience a solution to their pain point. You could showcase a real example you've used or seen in the industry. For example, one of the lead magnets I've successfully used is a course planning template. Course creators often feel overwhelmed when starting a new project, so offering them a done-for-you template makes their process easier and builds trust in my expertise. The template not only provides immediate value, but also demonstrates how my paid courses can help them streamline their entire course creation process. In fact, that lead magnet works so well, I've now incorporated it into Teaching Mastery Academy. So all of my students that enroll in Teaching Mastery Academy get that lead magnet. So you can see how when you have a lead magnet that really works and offers extreme value, then that really gives you an indication of where to go with your own course creation. It's a natural progression. Now that we've explored the different types of lead magnets, let's walk through the step-by-step process of creating a lead magnet that your audience will love. By following this simple framework, you'll be able to create high-value content that speaks directly to your audience's needs. Okay, are you ready? This is the exciting bit. This is the part where you get to create a really valuable lead magnet. So make sure you've got a piece of paper and a pen and you're ready to take notes while we get started. So step 1 is choose a topic that solves a small but valuable problem. Your lead magnet should focus on a specific actionable problem your audience is facing. Think of a quick win, something they can implement right away that makes a noticeable difference. Keep it narrow and targeted so that your audience feels an immediate sense of progress. Ask yourself, what are the most common pain points my audience faces? And what is one small problem I can solve that builds trust and leads to further engagement? For example, if your audience consists of course creators like we've been using, a possible lead magnet could be 5 steps to structuring your first online lesson. It addresses a specific need without overwhelming them with too much information. If you're just getting started with lead magnets, in other words, you haven't created one before, or you haven't had much luck creating them, or maybe you're time poor, then something like a checklist is a really great place to start because they're quick. You can get one up and running within a day, and it's not going to be too taxing on your audience. Everybody loves a good checklist. Step 2, outline the steps or content. In other words, simple, actionable, and then a quick win. Once you've chosen your topic, it's time to create the content. You want to keep the structure simple and actionable. Remember, your audience should be able to digest it easily and apply it straight away. Break the content down into easy to follow steps or key points. Focus on actionable insights, something your audience can start using today. And avoid overcomplicating the content. Remember, the goal is to give them a quick win that leaves them feeling empowered. Remember, my example lead magnet was 5 steps to structuring your online lesson if you're a teacher. So here's the example outline for it. Step 1 might be identify your lesson objective. Step 2 could be choosing engaging activities to support learning. Step 3, structure the lesson flow for maximum engagement. Step 4, use interactive elements like quizzes or discussions. And Step 5, assess and refine the lesson plan. Step 3, design it for easy consumption. In other words, simple layout, visually appealing. Remember how we talked about first impressions matter when it comes to opening the gate between your public content and your more private content, when you've got a lead magnet as the ticket for your audience to come in to your world and start to get a taste of what it's like to learn from you. So your lead magnet needs to reflect that. It needs to make a great first impression. It's got to be visually appealing. Your lead magnet could fall flat if it's difficult to read or hard to understand, or visually it's not that eye-catching. So here are my tips for great design. Keep it simple. Avoid overloading the design with too much text or imagery. Use clear headings and subheadings to make the content easy to follow. Break up the text with bullet points, numbered lists, and visuals where possible. And brand it. Use your brand colours, fonts, and logo to keep it consistent with your overall look. And some great tools that I use to create lead magnets that you can too. Canva is a user-friendly design tool perfect for creating visually appealing PDFs, checklists, templates, and ebooks. Google Docs, which I mentioned earlier, which is ideal for creating simple, easy-to-share templates, guides, and worksheets. And video software, like for a webinar, for example. You could use tools like Loom, Zoom, or ScreenFlow, which are great for recording training videos or live webinars. And here is my pro tip. I'm going to teach you how to repurpose content you've already done to turn it into a lead magnet, so you're halving the work. One of the best ways to create a lead magnet quickly is by repurposing content you've already made. Look through your existing resources, webinars, blog posts, podcasts, lesson plans, or course materials, and see if you can pull out a small portion to turn into a standalone lead magnet. For example, if you have a blog post about teaching strategies, you could transform the key points into a cheat sheet or a checklist that simplifies the process for your audience. Or if you've hosted a webinar, consider pulling out the most actionable takeaways and turning them into a quick guide or a mini ebook. Repurposing saves you time and ensures that your lead magnet aligns with the content you're already known for, making it an easy, cohesive next step for your audience. Now that we've looked at some types of really good lead magnets, and we've gone through some tips about how to create one, what you need to do, what you need to avoid, the next step is to work out how do we promote it to an audience in a way that they'll actually see it. A great lead magnet won't do much good if it's hidden away. You need to get it in front of the right people and drive traffic to it in ways that feel natural and engaging. So let's explore the different ways that you can get your lead magnet out to your ideal audience to start nurturing those connections. The first place is the most obvious: social media. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Social media is one of the most effective ways to spread the word about your lead magnet. And here's my pro tip. Every post that you have needs to connect to your lead magnet. Lead magnet, lead magnet, lead magnet. They've all got to come back to this lead magnet. Use the little link in your bio, for example, that takes you directly to your lead magnet. Don't confuse your audience with a whole lot of other places that they can go when they click on that link in bio. It needs to go straight to your lead magnet. You can also look at website pop-ups and banners. Your website is the perfect home for your lead magnet. Use pop-ups, banners, and opt-in forms to strategically place across your website to encourage visitors to sign up for your free offer. Make sure your messaging is clear and enticing. And here's my pro tip. Use a pop-up on the homepage so that when your audience is scrolling through, it pops up automatically and invites them to sign up for your lead magnet. And also ensure on your homepage and on your website, you have got more than one call to action button. It's no good just having a call to action button at the top or at the very bottom. You need to make sure that all the way along your page, as people scroll down on every little snippet of the page, there's a call to action button, because you don't want people to lose interest or get distracted. You always want to make sure that call to action button for your lead magnet is front of mind. Think about your email lists too. If you've already got an email list, that's great. Promote your lead magnet to your current subscribers by offering them even more value. This is a great way to keep your existing audience engaged while bringing new people into your community. And here's my pro tip. Add a PS section in your regular email updates that promotes the lead magnet. It's subtle, but so effective. Don't think about lead magnets as just a way to get new people into your community. Lead magnets are a great way to offer value to your existing community too. You can give it to them as a freebie in an email. Remember that we want to continue to grow trust and to nurture our audience. And that applies to our existing audience as well as the new audience that we're bringing on board. You could also think about collaborations and partnerships. For example, guest blogs, joint ventures. Collaborating with other businesses or creators in your niche is a powerful way to expand your reach. By writing guest blogs, participating in joint ventures, or doing co-hosted webinars, you can introduce your lead magnet to a new targeted audience. And here's my pro tip. When guest blogging or partnering, Include a freebie, which is your lead magnet, as part of the offer to the collaborator's audience. It's a win-win for both of you. So how do we drive traffic to our lead magnet without feeling all salesy? It's important to promote your lead magnet in a way that feels natural and it adds value. Here's how to do it without coming across as overly salesy. Remember to focus on the benefit. Instead of emphasizing the fact that you're offering something for free, highlight the value your lead magnet will bring to your audience's life. Talk about the problem it solves or the quick win they'll experience after using it. Use social proof. Incorporate testimonials, comments, or success stories from people who have already benefited from your lead magnet. This builds credibility and makes your offer feel more like a helpful resource than a marketing tactic. And engage before asking. Interact with your audience first, whether through social media, email, or content, and then introduce the lead magnet as an added value. This creates a more organic, trust-based connection. And let's not forget the importance of a really clear call to action. Free promotion needs a strong and clear call to action, or a CTA in other words. Whether on social media, your website, or on a guest post, your audience needs to know exactly what to do next. So here are my key tips for your call to action. Keep it simple and direct. Download your free guide now or get instant access are effective because they tell people exactly what to do. Emphasize urgency. Adding words like today or right now encourages people to act sooner rather than later. Position it prominently. Make sure your call to action button or link is clearly visible. Whether on a landing page, an ad, or a pop-up, the call to action should be easy to find and compelling enough to click. And also think about the wording when you're putting in your lead magnet call to action buttons on your website, for example, or your sales page or your landing page. When you say download now, use the personal pronoun. I'm ready to download now. The reason why is that suddenly it starts talking to your audience's subconscious. They feel like you're talking directly to them. So think about using personal pronouns when you're doing call to action buttons. They're really powerful. Promoting your lead magnet in the right places, driving traffic strategically, and using a clear CTA. You'll start to see the leads flowing in, and those leads will eventually turn into engaged paying students. Remember, it's all about building the trust first and unfolding your information, your expertise, what you have to offer to your audience in a natural, organic way that doesn't feel pushy and it doesn't feel salesy. Trust is the most important foundation for any future sales. Any future correspondence or connection that you have with your audience has to start with trust first. And the way that you can build that trust is to become a generous expert. Lead magnets don't just attract an audience, they also give you, as the course creator, valuable insight into people's wants and needs. The specific lead magnet that someone chooses to download tells you what problem they're currently facing. This gives you insight into what kind of products, courses, or services will appeal to them later. Remember how I mentioned earlier that variety is the spice of life? Well, let's circle back to that. When you've got more than one lead magnet at the moment running, and they're all pointing to that one course, you get really valuable insights and understanding into your audience when you can see which lead magnet they're leading into. They might prefer one over all the others. So that's giving you valuable insight and data into what people are looking for. Once they've signed up for your lead magnet, how do they interact with your content? Are they opening your follow-up emails? Clicking through to the blog posts? This engagement can help you refine your offerings based on their interests. And think about feedback. Sometimes the people who download your lead magnets will reach out with feedback or questions. This is golden insight that can guide you in creating future content, courses, or products that directly address their challenges. By paying attention to these signals, you can better serve your audience and create products that really resonate and solve their most pressing problems, ultimately leading to more conversions and better long-term relationships. Once trust has been established through your lead magnet, your audience is much more likely to invest in your paid offers. This is where you can seamlessly transition from providing valuable free content to selling your courses. As we mentioned, lead magnets are designed to address one small but important problem. By solving that problem, you show your audience that you understand their needs and can deliver results. The next logical step for them is to continue working with you through your paid course or programs. Even though you're solving one small problem that your audience has, it still needs to connect with the course that you're promoting down the track. Let's say you've created a 10-step meal prep guide as a lead magnet. Your audience downloads it, follows the steps, and experiences immediate value in their daily routine. They start saving time and eating healthier, which makes them eager for more tips, right? In your follow-up sequence, you can introduce your full course, Mastering Meal Prep for Health and Time Efficiency. You explain that while the free guide gave them a starting point, your full course offers strategies for bulk meal prep, advanced planning, and even shopping tips to optimize their health and efficiency. This next step will help them take control of their health without sacrificing time during the week. You can see how this transition feels natural, like the lead magnet flows naturally onto the full course. The lead magnet has already proven the value of your content, and now they're ready to deepen their knowledge and skills and understanding through your paid course. But we've just scratched the surface. You've made incredible progress in just this one training. You now know how to identify your audience's pain points, create high-value lead magnets that solve specific problems, and strategically promote those lead magnets to attract and engage the right people. But maybe you're still feeling like there's more to learn. I hear you. You might be sitting there thinking, I've learned how to create a lead magnet, but I'm still unsure how to turn those leads into loyal students. How do I guide them through my lead magnet funnel while still keeping them engaged and interested in my paid course offerings? Or you might be thinking, I'm already generating leads, but I want to ensure they stay engaged and that I'm building strong connections that lead to course enrollments. How do I create that lasting relationship? Or you might be thinking, I'm getting traffic to my lead magnet, but I'm not seeing as many conversions as I'd hoped. How can I improve my course structure and my teaching methods to make my offers irresistible? I know, I've been there. You also might be thinking, it's hard to know what type of content or lead magnet to create next, and I don't want to burn out. How do I design my courses and my lead magnets in a way that continuously grows my audience and scales my business sustainably? Do you feel like you've created a lead magnet, you've created that interest, but how do you make sure that your course then backs up the promises that your lead magnet has mentioned? How is it structured in a way that keeps students engaged and interested until the end? Maybe you're worried that you've got people signing up to your course, but you're still not confident in your ability to teach like a pro. How do you design lessons that creates real transformations for your students? And I know a big problem that you will have at the back of your mind is how can you ensure that your students are actually applying and learning the techniques that you're teaching about, because you want to know that they're getting results rather than just going through the motions of watching your videos and then forgetting about it. So in short, you are unsure how to keep your students engaged and motivated through your entire course. And we're not just talking lead magnets, we're talking about the big picture. How do you keep your students engaged right from when they first enter the gate into your private world through a lead magnet to the end when they've finished your course? You might wish that you had a more advanced strategy for teaching that sets your course apart from the competition. How do you stand out in a crowded marketplace? How do you come up with a unique spin on the product or the course that you're offering that makes you stand out? Or maybe you're wondering how you can scale your course to reach more people without burning out. Well, we can fix that. I believe that if you are still with me now and you're with me up until this point, you have what it takes to create truly outstanding lessons and truly outstanding courses. Nothing I've shared with you here today is theory or fluff that might work. The strategies you've learned from this training are the very same techniques I've used to create engaging, impactful lessons and courses that actually get results. These methods have been tested, refined, and proven to work for real people looking to teach effectively online. Course creators have used these exact principles to elevate their teaching, boost learner engagement, and deliver content that transforms lives. And you've already taken the first step by implementing these strategies in your own lead magnets. But I have been in the teaching space for over 20 years. I've seen what works, what doesn't work, what keeps people interested, what loses people's attention, and I know what it takes to deliver outstanding lessons and outstanding courses that are full of variety, are full of engagement techniques, are full of generous learnings and generous principles that will really help you to get the transformations that you crave for your students. If you're feeling overwhelmed, unsure where to go next, or wondering how to scale your teaching impact even further, don't worry, you're not alone. The real power comes from consistent action and deepening your understanding of what we've touched on today. There are so many benefits of becoming a confident course creator. And the way that you can get confidence is through teaching mastery. When you know how to teach, when you know how to connect with your audience, and we're not just talking on public platforms, but once they come behind the scene, once they come through the gates with your lead magnets and then onto your paid courses, when you've got that real connection there and that engagement, then your confidence will skyrocket. If there's one thing to take away from today's training, it's this. I have cracked the code on the correct formula that any course creator can use to teach with confidence, engage their learners, and deliver impactful content that gets real results. This is a replicable system that you can easily apply to your own courses and lessons. You can build courses that deliver results and create a transformative experience for your students, helping them to achieve their goals while growing your own confidence and business success. Because remember what we talked about, that your marketing strategies that you might already know or might already have in place are only part of the puzzle. The other part that gets widely forgotten about is what happens when your students actually sign up to your courses. How do you keep them engaged? How do you keep them motivated? How do you get those wonderful reviews at the end and have a whole community of enthusiastic and thriving students? It's through teaching mastery. You need to know how to teach your content. It's all well and good just coming up with content to try and get people through the doors, but then what do you do with them once they're through the doors? How do you create really engaging lessons? The obvious question is, how can you apply this system to help your course creation excel in delivery and boost your course completion rates? You have a choice. You can do it the slow way through trial and error by taking some of what I've given you here today, or you can do it quickly using Teaching Mastery Academy, which is learn how to teach your digital course. Let me show you what you get when the doors to Teaching Mastery open. It's my complete step-by-step Teaching Mastery program, designed specifically for digital course creators that have had no experience in teaching before, or maybe you've dabbled in the online space creating courses, but you feel just aren't connecting with your audience. It's designed to take you by the hand and guide you through mastering the art of teaching your course with confidence. No overwhelm, no confusion, just clear, actionable steps. It's the quickest and most effective way to transform your teaching style, engage your learners, and become the go-to educator in your niche. It's going to show you how to structure your lessons, what type of engagement techniques you can put into your lessons, at what point do you warm your audience up or do you cool your audience down, and it's going to be the absolute blueprint roadmap you need to be able to structure a course that is a home run course. If you want your course to be the one that everybody's talking about in your niche, if you want your course to be the one that delivers the most value, the most effective resources, then you need Teaching Mastery Academy to show you how to do it. You gain access to a step-by-step proven system designed to help you become a confident and engaging course creator, equipping you with the skills and strategies needed to teach effectively in the digital space. I want you to imagine for a minute you're delivering your course with complete confidence, knowing that every lesson you teach is engaging, effective, and transforming your students' lives. Your students aren't just passively consuming information. They're actively engaging and learning. They're excited to log in and start learning and being able to finish your course. And they're getting those transformations that you promised. No more struggling to figure out how to structure your lessons. No more guessing if your students are actually understanding the material. With Teaching Mastery Academy, you'll have a proven roadmap to guide you every step of the way, giving you the tools to confidently teach, engage, and create a lasting impact with your courses. Imagine scaling your business while helping your students achieve their goals and feeling completely fulfilled by the process. So many course creators fall into the trap of thinking once they've got their students signed up, they don't have to worry anymore. But the truth is, that's where the real hard work starts. That's where the transformations that you've promised your students really need to kick in. Otherwise, you're not going to see the happy reviews from your students or the scalability and the growth of your business that you dreamed of. With Teaching Mastery Academy, we'll show you how to structure your lessons and how to teach your content in a way that's going to get those transformations that you've promised. Here's what I'll help you master. Effective course structuring. Master the art of organizing your lessons in a clear, logical way that builds momentum and keeps your learners engaged. You'll learn engaging teaching techniques, Learn how to teach with clarity, precision, and techniques that spark learner participation and motivation. Think about interactive engagement strategies. Develop methods to create an interactive learning environment, making your course content come alive for your students, no matter if it's live or evergreen. And time management for course creation. Improve your ability to manage your course creation process, freeing up time while delivering high quality content. There's so much involved with Teaching Mastery Academy. It really is the blueprint, the toolkit that you need to structure and create engaging lessons, engaging courses, engaging lead magnets. Any type of content that you want to teach to your audience, you need Teaching Mastery Academy if you want to stand out is the generous expert and go-to in your niche. We've got 9 modules in Teaching Mastery Academy. Module 1 is all about creating engaging lead magnets to attract your ideal cert students. We've only just scratched the surface in today's training. We go deep into what makes a highly valuable lead magnet. Module 2 is mastering the art of teaching. Module 3 is understanding how people learn. Our learning styles were all different. Module 4 is structuring your course for success. We're talking framework design, learning objectives, lesson flow and transitions. Module 5 is crafting engaging learning experiences. Module 6, delivering effective and clear lessons. Module 7, we're engaging your learners. Module 8 is personalizing the learning journey. And Module 9 is learning how to assess and improve course performance. We will help you do things the right way. Sometimes future students wait to join us, and unfortunately, they end up spinning their wheels. We want you to see results right away. But maybe you're sitting here thinking, I already have a course. Do I need this one? And I hear you. Even if you already have a course, Teaching Mastery Academy will help you enhance it and make it more engaging and effective. If you've noticed low completion rates or student engagement dropping off, this course will give you the tools to fix those problems. Teaching Mastery Academy is not just for people that are thinking about getting into course creation and have never created a course before. It's also a valuable tool for people that have got a course created, which might be sitting on the shelf collecting dust a little bit, or it might be working, but you know that it could be better. You want to really polish it and upgrade it. So Teaching Mastery Academy is like turning the light on in a dark room. You will suddenly see what you need to do to make your course stand out. Plus, it teaches advanced techniques to help you scale your existing course and improve learner outcomes. Will this really work for me? Well, I hear you. I totally get it. There's a lot of noise out there, and you want to know this will work for your specific situation. That's why Teaching Mastery Academy isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. You'll learn adaptable strategies through the tools and the templates that we provide you, making sure the methods apply to your unique course and audience. Plus, the step-by-step nature of the course means that you can take things at your own pace and go at your own time. I've taken other courses before and they didn't work. What makes this one different? I understand the frustration. There are plenty of courses out there that leave you with more questions than answers. Teaching Mastery Academy is designed with practical application in mind. It's not just theory. Each module gives you specific actionable steps to follow, along with templates and examples to ensure you know exactly how to implement what you learn. Plus, these are templates and frameworks that I had taken from my own teaching experience. And now I am sharing with you all of my secret teacher notes. What if I don't know how to teach? Well, here's the cool thing. Teaching is a skill that anyone can learn, and that's exactly what Teaching Mastery Academy is all about. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced course creator, this program breaks down the art of teaching into easy-to-follow steps. You'll learn how to engage your students, create structured lessons, and deliver content confidently, even if you've never taught before. There is an excellent teacher in all of us waiting to come out. You know your content, and now I'm going to give you the tools to be able to teach it effectively. I know you've got this in you. Teaching is a learned skill, and Teaching Mastery Academy is built specifically to teach you how to teach. No matter your starting point, you'll learn how to organize your thoughts, engage your learners, and communicate effectively, whether you consider yourself a natural teacher or not. This system has worked for people from all kinds of backgrounds, and it can work for you too. But think about this for a minute. How much would it cost you if you don't learn these skills? Imagine struggling to create a course that delivers results, spending months or even years figuring out how to teach effectively on your own. and losing potential students. All of these costs you time and money. Teaching Mastery Academy is an investment in creating a course that can scale, bring in revenue, and position you as the go-to expert in your field. So, thank you so much for joining me. It has been an absolute pleasure. And to all my new students, welcome.